I'm Tony Kelly, I'm the Chief Executive of the On Demand Group, wholly owned subsidiary of SeaChange.
Hi, I'm Simon McGrath, I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of SeaChange International. We announced yesterday a partnership agreement with Argella Technologies of Turkey. Argella is a technology subsidiary of Turk Telekom, and together SeaChange and Argella are providing the infrastructure for Turk Telekom's IPTV deployment in the region. We're also making some other announcements around the work we're doing in Greece with OTE, the national incumbent telephone company, but Tony, I'd suggest you speak to that more.
Yeah, we're just launching video on demand and subscription video on demand with OTE, the Greek telephone company, which is a follow-on from launching subscription video on demand with Telekom Austria. We're going to sign up and do exactly the same for Turk Telekom through their TT-Net subsidiary, so really exciting stuff really.
Yeah, this plays to our complete strategy of looking to provide both infrastructure as well as content services on an aggregated basis across the entire region. One of the reasons we're here in Dubai is we're very actively looking at this market for extending those same kinds of services into this region as well.
Yeah, I think what we want to do is take on what we're doing with Virgin, where we provide the middleware, the back office, the hardware, the content aggregation, to deliver a high quality service that's driving the Virgin business forward, but do it for a whole variety of operators across Europe and EMEA.
Yeah, and where possible, we're working to look at how the content as well as the technology infrastructure and all the professional services that we provide as well, to make sure it fits together smoothly, can work together.
Biggest player in the US by 70% of all video streams are provided by SeaChange. In Japan, and pretty much every territory in the world.
Japan, across South America, obviously in Turkey now, in our relationship with Argella and Turk Telekom, also across the UK, in Germany as well, where we're working very closely with our on-demand group partner, and also in other parts of the Middle East too.
Yeah, and I think it's fair to say all the leading platforms have chosen us. So if it's Comcast, if it's Virgin, if it's KDG in Germany, if it's whomever, they're choosing a SeaChange, ODG combination in a lot of instances to make that work for them.
In Latin America, we're working with VTR in Chile, we're working with Cablevision in Mexico, and a bunch of other of the major operators down there. The advertising opportunity for targeted dynamic advertising is obviously increasing. It's very, very significantly focused upon in the United States. And now recently we've launched a commercial and technical trial to 100,000 users on the Virgin Media platform of our dynamic advertising technology, which allows targeted placement of advertising around a lot of the VOD content that we've got on the platform. And it's a combined process of content management, of advertising content aggregation, of metrics and analytics and metadata management through On Demand Group, and the infrastructure, core technology, software and equipment is obviously all coming from our group.
Yeah, I think the interesting bit about that is really who's involved. It's going to 100,000 homes, so it's quite a sample. I think you're talking about the likes of Kellogg's, likes of the big blue chip advertisers from Vauxhall Motors, and the content players who are joining in. So it's Warner Brothers, it's Channel 4, and a variety of others. So very exciting, and clearly the future.
In terms of our roadmap with Virgin, with other customers as well, is very much in terms of linkage through to either longer form advertising or interactive sites to be able to register interest in particular products and more general call to action advertising.
And at the moment the consumer has full video on demand functionality with that, so they could fast forward, they could stop. So there's a whole host of things that the trial's just begun. We're going to move it forward, and our intention is to be a world leader in that area.
Very much so.
I think the bit we're about is providing business solutions. All these things are great, but what we want to do is build a business out that's sustainable, both for us, for our clients. If the customer doesn't buy it at the end of the day, there's no business in it. And I think that's a great focus that we have as a company, which differentiates us, I think, from a lot of all the other technology players. That actually we care about their business. Do they make money out of it? How can we help them make more money out of it?
What's the solution? Very much a solution-orientated approach for our customers and for the market specifically, because every market is different.